All right, good morning, everyone. So today we're going to create the word mom in 2 point perspective, and that's because Mother's Day was on Sunday, and so we want to honor our mothers, all right? I once had a customer tell me that everyone knows who their mother was. Hopefully that's true. But anyways, it's kind of a I don't need to go any further than that. Okay. So we'll make our horizon line, and these two are going to be our vanishing points. So let me mark those and color those. So we have VP1 and VP2. Okay, let me make sure I'm signed in too. I'll just sign in using Google. There we go. Okay, so we're making mom, all right? What we do is we start with the front edge, so the first line of the our word, and let's make a nice big one. So I'm going to start from here and go down to here. And what I need to realize is that this is all going to get smaller as we approach the vanishing point. And if I start small, it'll just get smaller. If I start big, it'll kind of reduce. And by the like M is going to be here, O is going to be here, M is going to be here, and I can still read that. If I start half that size, it won't it'll get much smaller. All right. So let's create our mom going out this way. And the way we're going to do this is we'll still do the box method. Okay. So I want to make my first letter this big. And my next letter will be, try and do the same size. So it's that big. And my third letter, about the same size, is that big. Okay? So remember, my vertical lines are all going to be horizontal to, they're all going to be parallel to AB here. And hopefully I made AB perfectly straight up and down vertical. If I need to adjust, I can, but everything looks pretty good so far. We'll mark the intersections for the bottoms of our boxes. Okay, MOM. And then we'll mark our where the down legs are going to go. But I want them to be about the same width. Okay. And then I'll put parallel lines for those. Okay. And then mark the intersections down here. And then I'll put a point down here for the bottom of my diagonal coming down. And let's mark this. And we'll mark this. Okay. And then I need to make parallel lines that go through these letters. And then I can mark that intersection up here. Okay. And I can mark these, I'm going to call them armpits, but these armpits up here. Okay. So I have all my letters of my M's, of my M. And while I'm at it, let me make this M over here. And we'll start with this. And with this. And now parallel lines. And parallel lines. And then make that down angle. Okay. And then the lines coming down to this point. And then my parallel lines coming down. Okay. So let me mark those intersections. And the armpits. Okay, I need to mark these intersections down here too. Okay, so the two M's are done. So now let's hide all of those lines. Okay, and hide these lines. Okay, so now for the O in the middle, instead of making the curves that I made last time, I'm going to try and do, it's really, really difficult with 2-point perspective. And so I'm going to try and make it a block letter. Similar to the way we did it with, what was it? One of the other assignments. I think it was probably the draft assignment. When we did the draft assignment, we made the letters where we put points. Let me look at this. I can't see it. All right. So, anyways, I'm gonna pick points that mark my where my O is. And so I will start on one side. The side closest to us is going to be the closest to being realistic. All right. And so I will go through it like this. And I will I'll make a ray coming out here. That hits A1. And the reason I'll use rays is because then I can mark the intersection on the opposite side. So that way we're coming down the exact same amount. And then I'll also pick my points for down here. And I'll try and do the same. And I'll choose a ray that will help me mark the other side. Okay. There it is. And then I'll choose a parallel line. And that will help me pick this point down here. Okay. And so the thing I have to do is pick a point on this side, and then my parallel line will help me give the point at the bottom. And once I have all these, I should be able to make my O from there. Okay, so there's my outside. Let's see. How to do the center. Might as well just use the parallel lines that I have. I'll mark those intersections. Okay. So let's see how this looks while when I hide all these rays and extra lines. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to draw everything with line segments. Okay. And let's see here. Do I need to mark this? Okay. Okay, so there's my mom. There's my front face of this whole thing. And then I need to make my take my corners back to the vanishing point number 1. So let's do that. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that one. Okay, so one more thing. All right, so now I need to decide how thick I'm going to make these letters, how deep we're going to make these letters. And so I will pick it right here. Let's go about halfway back. All right, now the back side of these letters are all going to be a line that's going to be pointed back to our vanishing point number 2. And then from this point straight down, that'll give me this point right here. And all these intersections. So now let's hide this vertical line. But we need to make intersection points. Okay, so all these intersections we need to mark. All right, this one and this one. And then you may need to zoom in here a little bit. And I'll mark this one. And I'll mark this one. I'll mark this one. Okay. So now let's zoom in for this section right here. And right here. And we'll look at this side. Okay, this one goes back and that one's there. This one goes back and it's right here. And then this side goes back and it's right here. Okay. So I think I have all of those marked. And while we're at it, let's mark all these intersections. So this one's done. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. Okay, so I think I have all those. Okay. All right, so now let's try hiding all of our construction lines. We want to get these out of the way. Okay. So I think I have everything. All right, so now I just need to make my line segments and make sure every corner of the letter is expanded properly. Okay, now this portion right here should be parallel to this portion. So let's make that and then mark our intersection. Okay, now hide our parallel line and then okay, so we have the back portion of the M and then we should have 4 of these for the M. Okay. I don't know if I did this all right. So let's zoom in here. R and O, or D and Q, are going to go back to T and U. All right. Okay, my mistake. I do have it right because these portions will go back to these. Okay. And then these portions will go back to these points. Okay, so make my parallel line. It's parallel to this. It goes through R. And I'll mark the intersection as this point. And then I'll hide the this parallel line and then draw this segment. Okay. And then I'll make the other portion. This part will be a parallel line. Let's zoom in on this. This right about. Okay. So parallel line coming off the T, and then parallel line coming off the V1. And so the intersections have to be right here and right here. And then we'll hide those parallel lines. We'll still zoom in because we're going to make segments like so. Okay. So we have our design done. Let me hide the labels. Okay. I need to make show my inner portions. Okay. And love that one. Okay, so when I go to color these, I'm going to use my my polygon tool and go all the way around the world here, hitting every point of the letter. Okay, and what I'm going to do is make the front one color, and let's pick my leg is hurting. Let's pick blue, but we'll make it a thick blue. All right. And then all this stuff around here will make a different color. So the underneath, I'm going to make, let's color that, and we'll make this. Let's see. I'll make it purple underneath.
It's 4 o'clock.
Okay. And the side walls will make purple also. And so, what do we do before? We did purple, but 60. All right, so purple 60. So that way it looks like it has the same shading. Okay, so the front of my letter is one color, and the all this stuff going back, the shading is all going to be a different color or different shade. And the reason for all this extra coloring and shading is because we're making polygon letters, right? No eccentric curves on this one. So we'll say it's 60 purple. 60 purple and 60 purple. Okay. So we need to sign it and then share it. Okay, there's a signature, and then the share link. We can hit the share link up here and get our share link, and we're all good to go. Okay, let me hide that this one little point over here, and we're all set. If you'd like to hide all of your points when you're all done to make the design pop a little bit, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay, but enjoy it, have some fun. I will talk to you later. All right, have a great day. Bye bye.